Welcome back, everyone. I haven't done a video in a while. I mostly have been doing shorts, literally shorts. It's definitely good to be back doing a review on something that is awesome. So these are the Bronson Raws. I was gifted them by Brian over at Unified Skate Supply. Link is down below. Go check it out. So I'm going to go over the literal questions that I had learning about Bronson Speedco. You got to know Bronson Speedco straight out of Santa Cruz Skateboards. It's good to hear a familiar name. Now, the history of these type of bearings are their promise and their pathway to make a better bearing for the skateboarder. It took them 35 months to really develop and create something that would be different from the 30 years of bearings that had already been. And for me growing up, I only rode Red's bearings or Bone Swiss. And considering before I switched to these, I've been riding Bone Swiss this whole time. But now let's get into the specs. Pretty much you're gonna go off of shieldless bearings. And that's right, a shieldless face on the bearing itself, meaning less or even no gunk buildup. And you remember, heavy gunk buildup equals friction equals less speed. And in turn, because of this, you got way more durability on the life of the bearing itself. Not only that, you got tungsten coated bearings. That's where most of the friction resistance happens. You want to talk about the quote here because it does say the fastest, strongest, longest lasting, longest spin skateboard bearing ever made. That is a bold statement right there, and I do have to say it does provide. And it does say these bearings are shred ready, and I have to say they did their job. Now this is just a brief review on these bearings because the way they look, the way they ride, the way they do everything, I am very interested in how long these will last. Considering my Bone Swiss I rode for a year and they are still going, but I was having some issues and those were being cleaned. I didn't just leave them in the wheels and that's it. So these will get a cleaning all the time, and I want to see how long they last. If I have anything that breaks on them, I want to know. So this is going to be a first part of this review, and hopefully down the line I will review again. But I will say this, if you have any questions or disbeliefs about these bearings, I will say try them out for yourself. I mean, seeing them on a screen is nice, but trying them for yourselves, this is what it's all about. It just keeps going. So I will leave it like this. Thank you all for watching. This is Mick.